All right, we are back with Famicom Grand Prix II 3D Hot Rally. Since playing this, I have played the entirety of another game. However, while I was preparing the VOD, I found out this game has an ending that I have not seen, and I think a credits and everything. You have to beat all 3 stages with all 3 cars. I have only done 1. So we've actually still got a while to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer. Save the game. And, it is time to beat these races way more times. Oh, I'm not even close to being done. I might never have noticed this if I didn't figure that out. I'm pretty sure all the times are saved too because I double checked them. So I beat it with this car. I have to beat all 3 with this car and this car. So I'm gonna do this one next, the high durability car. It's slower, but I can probably drive a little bit more recklessly, I guess. Oh, I should pull up that guide again. I don't know if the routes I went were good, but they weren't terrible. Famicom Grand Prix. This guide. Yeah. Okay. So we want to put it like either here or here, right? Let's just do it later. What did I end up doing? Actually, didn't I end up just going the whole top route? That was the decent route. Now that I think about it, so maybe I should do here. Let's just go all left. Oh, I identified that was bad. Here we are again. And it actually has a different song. This song is called like the Monster or something rather, because this is a monster truck. You know, it's kind of funny. Part of the reason why they didn't want to bring this game to the West is they thought the design of the cars looked too silly, but you can't even hardly tell when you're actually playing the game. It's just like the artwork. I don't know. That was such a dumb reason not to bring this over. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left, which is nice. The Famicom is a little bit... Ow. Famicom disk system is a bit of a pain. I feel like, because I'm not using original hardware for one, so I don't like doing it as much. It's the most likely to have translation issues. So it'll be nice when we're finished with it. Oh, I missed an H. Oh, well, I think technically the EverDrive can play Famicom disk system games on the NES, but they're not going to be quite the same because the hardware's different. It's not like the sound isn't going to be the actual same as the original. Dude, my text is doing terrible. What is going on? Or my screen is being glitchy. Oh, it emulates it on the... Oh, interesting. Oh, speaking of... Dude, okay, this is terrible. What is going on here? Speaking of, I hope this isn't going to cause problems. I found out that the GBA EverDrive actually emulates Game Boy Color games on the GBA because it doesn't have the necessary hardware to tell that the Game Boy, or that to the Game Boy Advance that you are playing a Game Boy game. So I have to get the EverDrive for the Game Boy, and I ordered it, but I'm a little worried about it coming in on time. No, it's not nice. It's actually bad. Oh, I'm still running the Lewis script. Because I don't want to emulate it. I heard it's not very good. Yeah, hang on. How do I do this? Can I just quit it? If I just quit the script window with that... No, I can push stop. Okay, there we go. Whoops, I had something running from Famicom Detective Club. Well, it's coming up soon. So it could still happen, but I ordered it as ASAP. I don't want to emulate it on the Game Boy Advance because it's not as good. It uses an emulator called Goomba, and apparently it's not that great. It's better just to get the Game Boy Color EverDrive, which will make it run properly on the Game Boy Advance. Like a normal Game Boy Color game would. I just didn't realize that was a thing till I was testing it. I'd always tested my GBA games on the everything, and it was working so far. I didn't even realize that would be an issue. Whatever, see you guys later. I love getting the turbo. It's so nice because you actually control easier too. It's kind of funny. I'm running this on an emulator. I should be. This isn't on an NES. I have the I have the Pro version, whatever that is, that you can buy from the guy who does the EverDrives. That's what I have. Yeah, I think it should be able to do all the Satellaview and MSU stuff from when I looked into it. But yeah, IDEX Films, I should be actually using this is an emulator, not original hardware, or not NES hardware. So I would think this is the right soundtrack. I swear if this whole time I've actually been running on some weird NES simulation mode, I'll be bummed. They have English patch for everything minus SimCity 64. So there's no way to play that one on the EverDrive. Okay. It's just one that's not too big of a deal. Plus a game like that, it shouldn't matter too much. That being said, the later we get, the worse emulators get. I have done N64. I did Ocarina of Time randomizers on one once though. You also can't save stuff from Mario Artist. Okay. At some point I imagine, at some point I imagine they stop being able to, you're not going to be able to, it came out of nowhere. At some point I imagine I can't save state anymore with an EverDrive, right? Is that I hope I can save state on the SNES, because there's going to be hard SNES games. If it happens by the N64, I'm not too worried about it. But if I can't save it on the SNES, that might be rough. I mean, I could always whip out an emulator, practice, and then switch to a controller, but I could see that causing weird problems. Ow. So this car is slower, so if I find myself barely making it to those gates, I shouldn't be too surprised, I guess. But I have to do good enough still. Oh, I did not mean to shift into gear 2 there. See you later. I used to think you didn't want to use this in turny parts, but you kind of do, because you control better when you're in this speed. I don't have to downshift. The only part that's really a pain is jumps, because then you kind of just go flying into obstacles with no way to control yourself. Yeah, that is nice that I'll be able to play most stuff on the console. That's good. Is Mute City 64 published by Nintendo? I'm guessing like all 64DD stuff were. What? How did I not get that one? I'm pretty sure the only one I can remember is Doshin the Giant. Isn't that a 64DD one? Well, that's also on the GameCube, isn't it? It'll be weird playing the actual first Animal Crossing. Wait, so Doshin the Giant wasn't Nintendo published? I thought it was. That was my repair station, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I knew the Super Nintendo one was. I just couldn't remember if the 64 one was. Because obviously at some point, SimCity is not making stuff with Nintendo anymore. That was my impression of the dude from that game. It's so random that he has a cameo in Link's Awakening, too. Ow, I wiped out. That's okay. Woo! Crashing actually isn't a big deal with this car, other than the slowdown it causes. So far, this car seems easier than the last one, but maybe I've gotten better at the game too. That's very possible. Man, what did I do to my eye? I hope it gets better soon. It's made you less impressed with the graphics? It's a lot easier. Well, back then, was it easy? Had they invented the technology yet, or was it cutting edge at this point? We will see Doshin on the GameCube. Okay. They took down I hate it when companies do that. Take down older versions of games to try to get you to get the new ones. I don't like that. I think that's a very dumb reason to take off older games. Ow, dude, I'm getting destroyed. This section is not going great. I mean, I don't like companies removing games in general, but that's one of the worst reasons to do it, in my mind. Like I can understand taking things down because of stores getting old and they're a pain to maintain. I don't like it, but I get it. If at some point, if it's not worth the money of keeping the game up, why keep it up? But taking something up that you didn't have to maintain at all just for the sake of trying to convince people to buy the new game is more frustrating. There was another sim gameplay on the 64 ROM of a prototype got leaked. Oh, interesting. Sim copter, if curious. Wasn't there like a Game Boy one or an NES one or something like that? That they were planning on making that didn't get released either? Having a freely moving camera is a lot harder. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I guess a lot of these 3D ones are like auto-scrollers and stuff, huh, aren't they? I never thought about that. Like, even on the SNES with the Star Fox game. Oh, I guess the camera moves a little bit with you, though, doesn't it? Although I guess the SNES is a bit more capable than the NES. SimCity on the NES? Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I hope that's the case. They could just be saying that to make people not worried, but yeah, if everything on the next console is fully backward compatible with the Switch and accounts transfer easily and with their games and everything, I will be a happy camper. But who knows? In Nintendo's mind, maybe smooth transition is like Wii to Wii U, where you have to pay $1 to upgrade it to the Wii U version. Oh, that wasn't the end? I thought that was the end. Yeah, I hope so. We'll just see for sure. You never know with Nintendo. It really is going to partly depend on the hardware of the next console. You know, it's funny, because Nintendo filed a patent, I can't remember if we talked about this or not, for a Switch that has a detachable second screen. And all I could think about was, oh man, that means they could put DS games on the online thing, DS and Wii U games. All I could think about it was from a being able to play older game standpoint. Because that's the hard thing about Nintendo's weird hardware, is you can't make a Wii game available on a console that doesn't have motion controls, you know? Or you can't make a DS game easily available on a game without 2 screens. Yeah, that's true. Nintendo's patents are weird. It may not ever come to be. We don't really know. They file patents all the time that never come to pass. I would like that just for the sake of backwards compatibility, but we'll have to wait and see. I should be right at the end here. I mean, totally eating into my backup time, though. Good thing I had it. Sheesh. All right. That is course 1 done. Yeah, patents... So, some people even speculated patents are a sign of them not actually using the idea, because it was an idea they had that they didn't end up using but wanted to write down. Which could be the case. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, interesting. There's ways to... So some of it I have. I have Banjo-Tooie or Banjo-Kazooie physically. I may not use the EverDrive as much with the N64. Part of my reason for using it on the NES, I actually own a lot of these games. Well, there's two sides to this. Part of my reason for using the EverDrive for the NES is a lot of the games I own virtually on the Wii U. Which I guess is true. No, is that true for N64 games? I don't remember. And I'd rather just, even though I own it on the Wii U, I'd rather play it on the NES. The other side is the NES is just such a pain to... NES is a pain to... get games working in. So it was a lot easier just to keep my EverDrive in the darn, slot, and I didn't have to worry about changing game cartridges. I don't have to be as worried about that with the N64, I don't think. Yeah, I wonder if there's a list out there of ones I could find. That would be helpful to know which ones those are. Yeah, if you could find one, that would be mega helpful. I own Diddy Kong Racing as well. Although, like you said, I'm only going to be playing the DS version, sadly. That's like the one that feels weird that I'm not playing of distributed. You know, sometimes I still think maybe I should stop playing third-party ones that Nintendo published in the rest of the world. They even already, like, who knew the battle, who thinks of the Battle of Olympus as a Nintendo game, you know? There's some hidden gems that I'm finding through it, but I just wonder if it's the best idea. You're watching the Beast play Banjo. Has he played that one already? Oh, I don't remember that. I must have been not watching at that time. He's taking a break from it now, partly because of that horse game messing him up. But also because he wants to speedrun Mario Wonder right now, so he's just taking a break. Oh, I missed it. Ow. Oh, interesting. Which way do I need to go? I'm trying to follow the green path again, although there ended up being a section that was really nasty when I did that, I remember. Yeah, having a list would be nice. What is happening? Weird, I was like losing speed. Was it too steep or something and I needed a downshift? That was strange. Yeah, we still got a little while for that, so it's... Why is my speed going so far down? Was I not pushing gas that whole time? Or like, my finger was on the button, but maybe it fell off. And it didn't... Man, that could be really bad. Or maybe it's just the hills here? I don't know. There's something weird going on with this place. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. That is good to know. I had no idea. This section is not going well. I feel like my speed is really struggling here, and with this car, that's not great. Wish I had turbo or something. Oh, I'm running out already. Dang it, I missed the turbo too. This is bad. Okay, now I want to go right. Ooh, I'm hitting into my bank hard here. This isn't good. It's not what you like to see. Next, we're splitting right. The repair points are definitely not as necessary with this car. Right, I don't like the posts. Okay, here's a... oh, whatever. Don't know if this is a good idea to use it here, but whatever. Ow. Yeah, I should have waited. Section's kind of windy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the time the boost is not good for are in areas with tons of obstacles. Right again. Gained a bit of time on my thingamajig, but not a ton. Where do I actually go here now? So last time I think I might have went right, but I don't think I want to. I want to try left. I don't think I did it last time, but let's try it. Those H's I actually feel like are really important to doing well in this game. You go so much faster in the turbo mode. And your control is better. It's just all around so good. Well, Suji, how does it feel to finally have me play Famicom Detective Club? That was the first one you actually translated. Ooh, the fruits of your labor paid off. Oh, by the way, too, I haven't decided exactly on the time or how I want to do it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to move the VODs to a second channel soon. I just got to thinking about it, and if I wait till I become partnered, the amount of money I get when I'm partnered is going to be so small anyway. So, like, what difference does it make if I get partnered and then get rid of them, you know? So, I think I'm going to move the VODs to a second channel soon. The only thing now, I just need to... oh, shoot. I just need to decide on what's the best way to announce it. Do I, every VOD for a week, do I put a little blurb at the beginning saying I'm doing it? Do I make an update video? I just haven't decided quite yet. I was gonna maybe even switch next week, but... no, I kind of want to, but A, that's actually a really painful process because VODs are humongous files that take forever to upload. And B, it'll like screw with all the views. They'll be starting from fresh from scratch, and I don't know if I want to do that. And I think you can possibly even get in trouble with YouTube for re-uploading the same content. I don't know how they feel about it, though, with second channels like that. I don't think you're supposed to just upload the same video over and over again. Yeesh, I'm dead already. I don't think I can make this. Man, brutal. Oh, please let me coast into it. I'm actually kind of close. I did it! Oh my goodness, I'm still barely alive. Yeah, I wish it would be really sweet if you could just straight up, like, say, can you just move these to another channel? Just so that my old channel looks cleaner now. But no, alas, I do not think there is a way to do it. was stupid. Dang it, nabbit, man. I'm getting hit way too much. Shoot, man. It's rough. That was a lot of lost time I could have spent zooming. Ah, it's hard making these small adjustments. That was not a great turbo. That was not my proudest turbo moment. Yeah, I'll probably at least put a... That is probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to make all the VOD playlists be on that second channel. Which is where... And it'll just reference the old channel. You can do that, I'm pretty sure. I wish there was a way I could move them all to the new channel, but there's just no clean way to do it. It was a change that was going to happen eventually anyway. I'm 100% confident in that. Yeah, that was another close call. I'm a little scared about this last stretch. If I could get one more turbo, though, I'd be in a good spot. Are you willing to give me one more? Please, just one more turbo. I need this. I don't want to have to do this again. They're not giving it to me. I'm getting worried. No, I missed it. No, I missed it again. Oh. Oh my goodness, I'm still alive barely. This is still scary though. At least I got it at the beginning here. Whoa! I went flying. Sorry guys, I'm focusing hard on this now. Shoot. Come on, this car is just not letting me pass him. No, man. It's not good. Not enough H's here to get me to the end. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, but I'm running out of time. Can I coast my way in? Yes! Oh, that was close. Yeesh! Yeah, there's a lot. I like the scenery of this game. There's a lot of nice visual stuff. Honestly, my biggest complaint about this game is just the actual driving controls itself. Everything else is fine. I just wish it felt better to play. All right, one left for this car. Dude, my eye. I've had this happen before, but it's pretty obnoxious. All right, one left, and then we move on to the fast car. What did I do for this stage? I think I just stayed along the top again. I just put a repair point at the beginning. Well, let's see if this bad boy can get me all the way to the end. I almost want to reset, but you know what? Maybe I should. What the heck? Why is there a repair option? Okay. There we go. How soon is the next Famicom Detective Club? Seems like they made it relatively quickly, actually. I think part of the reason why this car struggled on that last stage was just its speed. Damn, I really wanted that, and I, like, could not control as sharp as I thought I was going to be able to. Next year already. Yeah, that's fast. And isn't Yu Yuki pretty soon afterwards? Yeah, Yu Yuki. Now, aren't you, like, slightly nervous about whether or not you're going to be able to make it? Oh, I didn't even realize I went turbo. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Just totally missed those. Time Twist is 91, so at least that's a little bit later. That game's going to be really dark. Just prepare yourselves. Ugh. Oh, speaking of, I can probably put the family-friendly tag back on my stream. Unless those bushes are too scary for poor young ones. Ow. Man, not doing great at grabbing all the H's. Let's just go turbo. Just need to not hit all the bushes. How fast is 318 kilometers per hour? Sheesh, I'm even winning my time bank still. Nightmare bushes. It'd be interesting to replay. Well, actually, they remade Famicom Detective Club 2 on the SNES, although that one does have a fan patch. They also remade them both for the Switch. That'll be really interesting to see, the Switch versions of that game. But I am so off course, I could not get those H's if I wanted to. Dude. Great. I did this right when there were rocks everywhere. I just jumped over one, though. Woohoo! Well, I wanted these H's, but I'm going far too fast. Jeez. That was kind of chaotic. Good thing I'm the sturdy car. Actually, do you know, Suji, are you able to change and add tags? Man, there's H's everywhere, and I just missed like half of them. Dang, if I had just one more. Dude, I'm literally crying because my eye is so irritated right now. I kind of remember this path having a lot of H's. Unfortunately, I just missed a ton of them there. Whee! More. Getting those H's, I feel like, is a really important thing in this game. Is it just a straightaway? Yeah. Gonna eat into my time bank a little bit here. Not by much, though. Is there a GBA version too? If it's just the or if it's just the GBA versions of the NES games, I'm still not sure if I want to play those, to be honest. Oh, I thought I had turbo. Dang it, I need one more. Ow. Dang it. Whatever. Turbo time. Dude, I barely navigated those bushes there. The worst part about all this gameplay, the summary video is just gonna be, well, I tried it with this car, and I beat it. Tried it with this car, and I beat it. There's just not enough interesting to actually talk about the actual races. Shoot, I'm eating big into my bank. That's not great. Wish I could stop my time bank and let me coast for a bit. I don't think there'll be any indie visual novels that I have to play as part of the challenge. I don't think Nintendo published any of those. Those were some off-road H's. Ow. Ow. I do not like these two cars right now. Whoa! Oh, there were so many H's there I just missed. Oh! Dude, there's so many H's here. I'll take it. Let's go left again. Hey, I actually put a bunch of time in the time bank. Nice. Yeah, there'll be, if there's ones that Nintendo published that were games I didn't play, I'll play them. I think that's where that's where Ghosts and Ghouls comes from. Or Ghosts and, what's it called again? There's Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and then Ghosts and Goblins is the, I don't remember. I always get confused with the names of that series. But isn't that on there? I'm not looking forward to that one. That game looks miserable. Ghosts and Goblins, yeah. I still have to play the Super Nintendo one, which I played for a bit on the SNES Online, but I never ended up finishing it. Actually kind of annoying. Part was not smooth. Almost would rather go south on that path, see what it's like. Don't know if it'll make much of a difference either. Okay, getting near the end. I still remember this last stretch wasn't even that bad. The only reason why I would maybe consider them is I think technically the screen aspect ratio is different because of the Game Boy, which is kind of a dumb reason to play a whole new game. But technically that is a difference with those versions. Owie. I ever decided that if I ever do go through and play every virtual console port of every game, like if I truly want to do every official Nintendo released thing, I would actually like let myself use save states because that's a version or a way to play that version of the game. Or like an official functionality of that version of it. Would that mean I also have to play the collections? I think it would. Dude, I'm far away. Where the heck is the... There we go. That wasn't great. But I think this is the last stretch now. I'm gonna mention, actually, the collections a little bit in my... I was just writing my script for my Duck Hunt video. And I'm probably gonna mention them, even though I'm not playing them. I feel like Duck Hunt was one of the more well-known ones, too. The Duck Hunt Mario Bros. That's at least what I had as a kid growing up. So I'll just give a brief explanation that I'm not doing those ones. Man, sometimes the eyes of this road just really messed me up. Alright. My time's running out, but I'm good. I'm almost there. Woo! Okay, this car complete. First try on every stage. That is good news. Yeah, because it was kind of interesting that it feels like a step down, and I wonder if it's just because of the screen size and how big the tabletop was, or if there was something else going on. I actually just finished writing my script for Crab Grab. Till the super color will already end. But if there is something to say there, I could bring it up in that one. I'd add a little section in the intro. Intros for those games are kind of short. So it actually used the same hardware as the wide and multi-screen. Huh. It's just, they just visually took it a step back then. Alright, I never actually beat this with this first stage, right? Time for the crazy car. This car's fast, but it gets damaged very easily, so I gotta be careful. What route did I end up going? I think it was all tops, right? I guess more what I was wondering if there's is there something special they did with the screen to give it those like distinct color things about them? I don't know. The Micro Versus uses the same, really? Because those games were kind of bad. Okay, I gotta remember, I gotta be really careful. Shoot, missed an H. Yeah, the big thing with the super color screen is something seems different about the screen itself. The actual games themselves are not complicated, though. Dude, this car is fast. Especially compared to that one I just played. That could cause problems when the stages get harder. Dude, this is a totally new song. It's kind of jamming. I heard this at the beginning, but I don't really remember it that well. Dang it, I missed the go meter. Missed it by that much. I gotta pay a lot of attention with this car because they're fragile and moving fast. Ow. Yeah, I mean, they were able to put the new widescreen versions on it, so I imagine it was the same under the hood. Really, the only difference about that was the whole background thing. Shoot, I was not trying to hit that. Not that I'm ever trying to hit bushes anyway, but... So, like, my time is actually doing fine. I gotta be really willing to slow down if I need to. Blackjack used a different chip even? That simple game? Interesting. Is it more advanced? You are definitely faster if you stay in the center here. Interesting. I don't feel like those games, or at least the ones I played so far, are that much more complicated. Dude, I was just looking into it. You can actually mod Game Boy Advances now to have an HDMI output, but there's no one who does it for me, so I'll just stick with the GameCube method. Like, I'd have to mod it myself, and I'm not confident in my abilities to do that. I actually thought about getting a, I might still mention it. The intros to those games are pretty bland, so it'd be nice to spice it up a little. Still going up. Owie, ouch. I mean, you said the first one's blackjack. I'll probably remember that. But if you want to remind me, feel free. I'm not going very fast. Am I going uphill? Or is this just the gravel or something? Yikes, my damage is definitely bad, though. You know what's the funniest thing about Crab Grab? You're not even grabbing crabs in it. I was realizing that while writing my script. I think the problem is that they're grabbing you. Also, the perspective of that one makes no sense. But again, I'll talk about it once I actually upload that video. It's kind of a weird one. Dude, I'm really worried about my durability now, and this place is getting bumpy, which is not good. Harder to control. I should care more about surviving than speed right now. I got plenty in the bank. Honestly, I could see if they intended the difficulty to be the far right was easier than the middle. Just the whole durability thing. But time was a little sketchy on some of those stages. Alright, last section, then we get our repairs. I got the Punch-Out video ready. That'll be going up on Sunday. That one should be a good one. Especially for those of you that didn't want to watch me grind out bosses the whole time. Okay, so far so good. There's actually not many obstacles in the snow, which is good. At least not this snow path. There's cars, but... Alright, we're good. We made it. The repair points. I still have to make it the rest of the way, though. It's not free. I could get thrashed somewhere. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Wow, did I really almost spin out from that? Maybe it's the snow. Ba-ba-da. That was weird. Ow. I hate when this happens. You get so lost in speed, you have to downshift like Omega to get back. Happened bad there. Oh, well, I got plenty of time in the time bank. I think I can afford a crash like that. At least from a time standpoint. I've definitely been shifting gears in this game way more than I did in anything else. I feel like the brakes aren't actually that useful, though, and that's part of the reason why. Ooh, I'm going to be eating into my time bank here, though. Still got 35 seconds, though. We're still okay. Great. I don't like the pillar section. Something about them is always rough. Maybe it's because they often throw them in the track. It's not right now, but I'm scared it's a sign of what's to come. I can't remember. Kind of nice how your car changes color too when the their evening starts coming down. I doubt people race on stages quite this hazardous, but is there a lot of, like, professional racing that happens off, like, in the countries and on beaches and stuff? Because obviously there's, like, the races where you're just in a big circle. I don't really know that much about professional racing, if they do stages, or if they ever do courses that go more just on big roads like this, out in the middle of nowhere. Dang. Oh, I would have had a speed boost from that too. Honestly, my gear 3 on this is, like, still pretty fast compared to some of the other cars I was doing. I definitely gotta not be afraid just to slow down, shift down. Is this the last section? No, I still got one more. I should be able to get another speed by the end. Ba-ba-dum. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze one more, but I'll grab one more H's one here. See you later. I'm so glad they made it so you could actually turn really easily while in turbo. It makes it just so good. Should I submit this time to Nintendo, guys? Maybe I'll win an award. The reward for this one didn't seem as nice, though. It wasn't like an actual game. It was just some set collector's item kind of thing. But you gotta wonder who has those right now. Are there any still around? Wow, I got another turbo by the end of this. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Wow, this is like kind of hurting my eyes. Not just because my right eye is hurting anyway. Almost there. We're good. This is looking good so far. I'm a little, like, maybe some of the later stages, the hazards couldn't make things tougher, but this is a good sign. Save, please. My score. I swear, if I beat this last stage and I still don't see the ending, I'm gonna cry. I know it exists. It was actually hard to even track down that you had to beat it with every stage. Or with every car. I only found, like, one wiki site that was a video game music wiki site. Because I was trying to tell you how to hear the ending song. I couldn't even find it on the Mario wiki, how to get the ending. I just saw screenshots of it. So, fingers crossed that this is actually what I need to do to see the ending. I'm slightly worried. So this stage, I went a weird path, but I don't know if I liked it. This may be dumb, but I'm gonna try an all north strat again. This may go poorly. I just remember the path I took had tons of hazards with that last car. But I also remember the first up possibly being one of those sections with really bad hazards, so this might not be a great idea. Is that like twangy sound in this? Something that's exclusive to the Famicom disk system? Could the NES make sounds like that? That twangy line that's all like... Did original NES hardware do that? Yeah, I'm just wondering if this is a sound that couldn't be on the NES. Was it that the Famicom disk system had sound capabilities, or was it just that the discs had, like, the sound chip on them? Because I remember the NES could actually have extended sound if you put it on a chip. I'm just not sure how it worked when it came to the Famicom disk system. If that was an addition of the hardware, oh, I just barely missed that. That's a bummer. What's nice is I can still control pretty well in Gear 3 in this car, and I'm already still going way faster than the other cars. We're just going all north, trying it out. Sad I missed out on my speed boost there. Oh well. Yeah, this path is possibly a nasty one. Do I do it now on this crazy road? You know what, I do it. It's just, you get good control, so why not? It's just, when there's a hill! Dang it, crashed right into that. Oh, I thought I hit another tree, but somehow I didn't. Oh, I knew I should have used it here. Oh, no, this is bad. For the survivability of my car. Okay, so the north path is possibly bad strictly because of this route alone. It might just be too harsh on the car. Oh, man. Okay, at least we're free. Let's see what up here is like. I get in front of this darn car. I've been hit quite a bit, but I'm actually getting kind of close to the repair. Kind of. That last route was kind of rough, though. See what this path is. I've never done this before. I don't think. Up in the snow like this. I do know some companies, like in Japan, they used the sound chip extender on the NES, and then some didn't in the US. Or something like that. I can't remember. Either that or it was that the cartridges couldn't in the US because the pinout different. I don't remember. I looked into this once and I already forgot everything. Hardware's confusing sometimes. In the older days when things were actually different overseas. There's just not as much difference between the Famicom and the NES as I initially realized, I remember. It's the pinout configuration. And then something added on the bottom of the NES or something. No, that was on the Famicom too. Ow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Like, I think Castlevania in Japan sounds different than it does, or in the US sounds different than it does in Japan. I think it is because of that. I think that's what the case I was thinking of. Okay, this snow path actually isn't too bad. Once I got past that gross forest place. Oof. Okay, this path is bad all of a sudden. Ow. Okay, after this, though, I get my repairs. Just have to survive a little longer. Got past the car. We just got a nasty section with obstacles on the road. Now they're just always in the center. Now they're back to this pattern. Great. This whole section is brutal. I can hang in between them right now pretty well. Ooh. Okay, this is maybe this is not a good time. No, it's fine. This is fine. We're gonna get our repair here. It's okay to eat in my time bank, especially now that I'm turboing. It should be straight from here on out. Yeah, that one I'm probably gonna have to play on an emulator. I should get that set up. So I want to get as close to the PAL version as I can. You can't do that on an NES. It's kind of sad that PAL version... Like, some games accounted for the difference in signals, but some didn't, and apparently some games are just straight up worse on the PAL versions as a result. Kind of too bad. Makes you wonder if some people would even have different opinion on games depending on which version they played. I don't know if it was ever that bad, but... Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. Alright, as long as I don't do anything stupid and get into crazy accidents, I think I'm probably good. Ow. I went slower than I meant to. I didn't realize I shifted down to 2. I thought I shifted down to 3, but I think I was already in 3. Oh, great. Bushes in the middle. Oh. Okay, we're here sooner than I was sounding like. We can eat in the time bank. That's fine. A little more than I'd like, but I think we're still fine. Right now, we're on the last few stretches now, getting close to the city. And honestly, these last stretches ultimately end up being some of the easier ones. They don't have as much obstacles on the stage, and the roads aren't as hazardous either. Like the fast part is the whole road instead of just the middle, like in some of the more off-road sections. I almost hit that sign despite what I was saying. Okay, that was kind of risky during that sharp turn there, but okay, we're fine. I'm kind of scared I'm going to fly into something here. Oh, that was close. Okay, this was kind of a bad time to use the turbo. Oh, shoot, man. Well, I did it, though, somehow. All right, last stretch. I got this. Notice I am not running out of time nearly as much as I was with the other car, though. It's because this one is just faster. Oh, that was close. Hit the sign. I just have to be careful about not crashing. And part of that is knowing when to go outwards more, like in that scenario and that scenario. I almost hit that sign. I shouldn't even bother. There's not much left of the stage. I wonder if there's any other games I've just totally missed out on the ending to because I didn't realize there was one. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one somewhere out there that I've done that too. All right, we're good. One more down, one more to go. I don't know if I realized this at first, but that's totally Mario and Luigi that get out of the car here. They actually look like the little dudes from the first Famicom Grand Prix, now that I think about it. All right, hopefully this should be it. If this is not it, I will cry. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. All right, last stage, last car. Is there a way to see my times on each stage? Maybe I should have reviewed it first before doing this, but oh well. Let's just hope this is it. Fingers crossed. This stage, I think I just like hanging north as well. Although there's some crazy parts, but that might just be inevitable. There's a post section I don't like. And you know what? I might go south there on that last little hiccup. I remember the north one being kind of bad, so I might try the south one just there. And because I remember, I think there might be posts during that section, and I do not like posts. Apparently all the things with the faces actually have names. It's kind of funny. I saw them all on the Mario Wiki. They named all the things with faces on them. It's kind of interesting that the posts don't have faces, though, now that I think about it. Ooh. Zooming on through. We'll go left. What I remember about the all north path is that it has tons of H's, but I guess H's aren't actually as necessary now, because I'm less concerned about speed as I am with survivability. So maybe this path isn't the best for this car. Did I just lose speed when I shifted up? That was interesting. There actually is some shenanigans going on about terrain and hills here when it comes to your gear speed. Like, sometimes 4 isn't actually the best to be in. I don't know enough about real cars and gears, though. Gear shifting and stuff to know when's probably the actual best time in real life, too. I'm not really much of a car guy. Which is funny, because as a kid, I thought cars were, like, the coolest thing. But none of that stuck. That was awful turbo, by the way. Too many hills. I had so many, like, toy cars. I'd say maybe I dodged a bullet because really fancy cars can be expensive if I was still into it, but not gonna lie, I've spent a decent amount of money on video games, so. I don't know, there's kind of two types of car people. There's the car people that are really into, like, modifying cars and building cars and stuff, and then there's the type that just really like expensive cars. Kind of different categories. Whoa. Dang it. Would have loved that H. Okay. Oh, great. Bad time to use turbo. This section looks rough. Okay, I made it through. Somehow. And there's another section. Ooh! Somehow I did really good there. And I got a lot of, H's. Got another one already. Grab a few more before I go. Let's hit the turbo. Oh, more H's. This is what I'm saying, man. There's tons of H's, although I missed, like, all of those. And a lot of those, too. Unfortunately, those would have been some nice ones to grab that I feel like I could have. Oh, where'd that H come from? Out of nowhere behind where the car was. So I've been thinking about what other type of videos I want to do based on the challenge. 90% of them, though, are just, like, ranking things. Like, what are the hardest Nintendo NES games? What ones have the best soundtrack? But I don't know, maybe people would still find all those fun, even if it's similar content. Soundtrack would be hard. Ooh. Like, there's some obvious, these are better soundtracks than these. But it'd be really hard to rank every single one. I've probably said this before, but when I'm done, it'd be a ridiculous video, but I kind of want to make a ranking every single Nintendo game video. Of course, with that many, some things feel a little arbitrary when you're like, well, I guess this one's better than this one. But then you're like, wait, but this one is 3 spots lower, and I actually liked it better than the one up there. How does that work? It just gets hard ranking when you've got that many, but I still think it could be kind of fun to do. Man, I haven't even gotten hit that much, and I still have lost a lot. Oh, well, I'm getting to a repair section literally right now. Repaired. So the section I want to skip is here. I think I want to go right. Oh, unless this might be the hard section already. Maybe I should have gone right sooner. Oh my goodness. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna go turbo. Oh, somehow I actually got one doing that. Okay, this is scary, but luckily the road is straight. Whoa! Oh, that guy was evil out of nowhere. Well, I guess here's another one. Okay, I'm gonna try going right this time, because I seem to remember left being kind of brutal. Hopefully I don't regret this. Signs? That's a good sign. Signs mean easy obstacles, because these don't go on the road. This means wide road. I think I made the right choice. I seem to remember the left side being rough here, and I was like, I should try going the other way when I do this. That being said, this road is extremely windy. The secret to getting the H's is to shift down into third gear. Your steering is so much better when you shift down into third gear over fourth gear. In fact, like I like being in it in half the time practically because it's so much better for controlling. Here we go, crazy time. Maybe mistake time, but let's do it. Just gotta react quickly. Ooh, that was kind of scary. Really? Almost ran out of time here? It's fine. We're almost there. I think we're about to do it, guys. Beating every race on my first try is about as good as I could have hoped it would go. So, it is very nice. I just hope I actually see the ending and there's not even more to it that I'm missing. Or like I missed a track or something stupid. With one car. Like maybe one of my old ones didn't save. Pretty sure I checked them all, though, before I started the stream. Or yesterday when I was checking things out. Investigating. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. All right, I think this is the last stretch. Ugh. Tailbone was getting a little sore there. Should maybe take a step up break after this. Ow. That was really dumb. Oh no, what is happening? I hate it when my starts are this bad. That was rough. Luckily, I have a lot of bank time. Can't get distracted. I'm close, but I gotta still keep my eyes on the prize. Yeah. I think we're good. Well, time is low, but I do got plenty of time in the bank. Yeah, we should be good. Give me turbo right at the end, even though it's not really necessary. Crash into somebody. Woo! Crazy ending. Woo! Hopefully this is GG. We'll know when I save and switch to disc A. Please give me credits. Please give me credits. Please give me credits. I'm so worried. This is taking so long. Come on, I'm too tense here. Yay! The ending! I did it. Excuse me. Now this is an actual ending. I hope there's not something like this for Famicom Grand Prix I that I missed. I don't know what it would be, though. Actually getting first in every race? I'd have to buy, like, the best car to do that. Look at that, credits and everything. Yamauchi. Miyamoto. Ishin. That's not one I actually recognize. Same with Hishida. Kanazashi. Suga. Wait, was that not the right Miyamoto? I didn't look that carefully. That's funny. I just assumed. I saw the last name. Look at this huge... Wait, that Suga guy was one of the, music guys. Well, that was a different Iwata, wasn't it? Yeah, Wahyo Iwata. Not, Satoru. Oh, HAL Laboratory helped with this one. Interesting. You're being a troll. You're being a punk. What? Why is Discoon, like, red here? Because of the evening, maybe? Dude, that picture you posted in the Discord of, the dude with the... Wait, that guy didn't show up at all anymore! Poor dude got shafted at the end of the story. The doctor guy? He did so much earlier, a bit before that. Famicom Grand Prix II 3D Hot Rally. So this is definitely the ending. It is a good thing I did this. This feels like not doing this compared to doing this feels way more like the ending than what I did. All right, that is Famicom Grand Prix II 3D Hot Rally for reals this time. Complete.